Metabolism is a complex process, but in complete layman's terms, it is how the body utilizes food and converts it into energy calories. Now, the primary function of the thyroid gland is to regulate the body's metabolism and growth by releasing certain hormones. So then you can imagine why keeping this gland healthy then is essential to our well-being. I'm Samara, and so that you can learn how and why you should improve the functioning of your thyroid, we have with us today Ashwini Bhanot. He comes from a family of yoga teachers and is a dedicated teacher at the Yoga Life Foundation. Now Ashwini, can you explain what happens when the thyroid gland is not functioning properly?
When the thyroid gland is not functioning properly, what happens is either it's underactive or overactive.
Right.
When it's underactive, so you have a tendency to gain weight and you feel depressed, you feel low on energy, things like that, lethargic. And when it's overactive, what happens? You are underweight mostly. You feel depressed, you feel irritable easily, bulging eyes, anxiety, palpitations. Yes.
Right, and for those of you who've sent us emails about being overweight, you should know that of course the primary cause for being overweight is overeating and lack of exercise, but it could also be due to an underactive thyroid. So whether you're overweight or underweight, you may want to pay a visit to your endocrinologist just to find out whether your thyroid is functioning properly. Now, the medical management of thyroid-related diseases is hormone therapy, but yoga has been known to naturally improve the functioning of the thyroid gland, right?
Yes, in yoga what we do is we actively compress and stretch the thyroid glands, in a way bringing more blood circulation, more prana, more energy, so that they are healthy. And for that, the practice which I would recommend is Jalandhar Bandha,
right,
which is the simple chin lock.
And it is considered to be an advanced practice, so you should first always learn it from a teacher.
Right. So for the Jalandhar Bandha, what we do is we inhale, we hold the breath, we bring the chin to the chest, and comfortably holding the breath for some time, then we lift the chin up and then exhale slowly. Right? So we'll do it together. Inhale. And then slowly lifting the chin up and releasing the breath. So the next practice which I would recommend is Ujjayi breath, highly recommended for people with thyroid related problems. So when we do Ujjayi breath, what we do is we focus at the throat region. You imagine that we are breathing through a hole. And at that time we try and compress the glottis a little bit. And both the inhalation and exhalations, when we are breathing, we create a small snoring sound as if a baby is sleeping.
Right.
So that's how we do it. Let's try.
I think you have to be careful not to push too hard in this. And another way to know whether you're doing it correctly or not is that it's interesting, you're actually using the same muscle that you use when you whisper. So you can try and whisper and then breathe from the same place. And you'll also notice a very slight contraction in your abdomen.
True, and not to forget, this is a very important energy point, also associated with creativity, purification of the body, toxins are taking place at the thyroid glands.
Right.
So another practice which we will do, which is highly recommended, is Vipreet Karni Mudra. People who cannot do shoulder stand, they can start with this. It's relatively easier. So you lie down on your back. So very slowly you lift the legs up, hips up. You rest the hands on the hips and holding a comfortable position. Keeping the feet relaxed, eyes closed. So you should hold this asana to your capacity, never force yourself. As you exhale, you bring both the legs over the head, coming into halasana, the plow posture. If your feet are not touching the ground, you can keep supporting the back. If your feet are comfortably on the ground, you can release the hands on the floor.